Hello Aries, and welcome to your reading today. I hope you're all doing really well as always. If you're joining me for the first time, you're very welcome. If you do enjoy the video, I do ask please if you could subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything and it'd be really helpful. Anyway, Aries, let's get on with your reading. We're going to have a look at what Spirit want you to know, what the energies are around you, and any advice moving forward. So let's get started. We're with Aries, please, Spirit, with Aries. What do you want Aries to know? Oop, thank you. Peace. Did we start with that last time for you? There was one of the signs we did start with peace. We had discovery. We have ascended masters. Wow. It's all looking rather lovely for you, Aries. Let's see. Oh, wow. Great achievement. And on the bottom of the deck, we have behind a mask. I hope you can see that on camera because I've only got limited space. Right. Bear with me a second, Aries. Just need to drink some water. Right. Okay, here we go. Aries, is everything calm around you at the moment? I can almost hear you shouting, no, it's not. Oh, Aries, it's going to be. There's a new peacefulness that is surrounding you at the moment. And I do think, they've just said the word observer. And I do think, Aries, that this has a deeper meaning here, as usual. They actually are talking about you. You see, this person is on this swing, but she's observing these swans from afar. I do think that you've recently made some sort of conscious decision to not get involved in things that don't really concern you. So there may be some sort of conflict going on around you that you've actually chosen, consciously was the word I was looking for, consciously chosen not to become involved in. And Spirit is saying, that's fantastic, Aries, because you have distanced yourself, but you're keeping a careful eye on what is going on. Now, obviously, in the picture, the swans are peaceful, quiet, quite serene, in fact. But this person is watching because they feel that something is going on over here. But I know, you know what it's about, you know, and obviously this won't apply to all of you because this is a general reading, as I always say, but there's something here about you observing a situation, but keeping your distance from it at the moment. It's almost like you're waiting to see what develops, what unfolds. And what interests me about these cards today for you, Aries, is that we then have this discovery. So I do feel that you're going to discover a nugget of information because you've stepped back from this, whatever that situation is, and you've observed. You're in a prime position because you're seeing things objectively. So you haven't got emotions attached to it that you would have if you were in the middle of it. So you're discovering a nugget of information. Or there may be an opportunity arising. Something that comes to light, certainly. It is a card of discovery, as we said. Or as it says, I should say. And this guy here has, it looks like a diamond he's discovered. So there's something really valuable coming your way. But I do feel, Aries, that it's in the form of information more than something tangible. It could be information about some form of offer. Okay, so, you know, I'll give you an example. It could be that you've overheard a conversation about someone maybe leaving a position at work, and you've taken in that information but kept it to yourself and just watched what unfolds. Then this offer comes up and it's a job you're interested in. It's something, it doesn't have to be that. That was just a scenario I was giving as an example, but it's got that kind of energy, like something you're party to, but have kept a distance from, but have observed, you find out something that's valuable to you, a piece of information. They've just said to me family history, weirdly. So if some of you are tracing your family history, it may be that something comes to light about a distant relative. That was quite unique, not unique. What was the word? I'm so tired today, honestly. But you know what I mean. That was quite sort of niche. That's not the right word either, but you know what I mean. What's interesting is that we have the Ascended Masters here. Now, the Ascended Masters are actually your ancestors. So they are people who have lived on the earth plane. They've had that experience, but they're now in other realms. And I do feel they've had a part to play in what's happened here, because it's for your benefit. It's something really good that has come up that you will benefit from. And I do feel that your ancestors have had a hand in making that happen. And look at this. I mean, what a place to lead you to, or to guide you to. You have a great achievement coming up. So this can be so many different things for so many of you. This can be an achievement regarding work. For some of you, this looks like a wedding setting to me. So for some of you, this could be that you learn about somebody you have an interest in, you know, their relationship is no longer, which means that you and that person start dating, and it may have been engineered by your ancestors, and you may end up with this person. You know, it can be different things to all of you, but it's that sort of energy that is around you. I'm going to be interested to see what the tarot brings for this card, because there's a bit of, warning sounds too heavy, because it sounds like, you know, it's really bad, but it's not. But there's something here about being your authentic self. It may simply be, and this is why I say I'll be interested to see what the tarot gives us in terms of further information here, because it may just be that you've had to hide information, and it may be relating to the information here that you overheard, and you're having to hide the fact that you knew about it before you should have done. You know, could be something like that. That's the energy it feels, that's the level it feels at. It's not anything about anybody being underhand. This is your energy, I can feel it. So this is about something hidden. What interests me is it's at the bottom of the deck. And normally when I read the bottom of the deck, I feel that it's energy that is to come a bit further down the line. So it may be, and that does differ from reading to reading, but I do feel that is the case in your reading. It may be that further down the line, someone asks you, did you know about this before it all came out? Let's see what the tarot tell us about that. I want to use these today. So let's see. Spirit, tell us more about this situation, please, for Aries. Tell us what they can expect moving forward. Have the Ace of Swords. Yes, something coming to light. Truth being spoken. It's the beginning of clarity. So, yeah, this is definitely something being spoken that is... maybe it was a bit unexpected as well. This is a sort of a whole new beginning. It's you know, you learning this information for the very, very first time. It focuses your energy in a certain direction, which sort of fits with the job opportunity that I mentioned earlier. It also fits with the opportunity to get to know someone who is now free, perhaps. Whatever this is for you, let me know what resonates with you, because there's so many scenarios that can fit this energy. But here we have you focusing on, you know, what comes next, what's coming forward. waiting for your ship to come in. And your ship is definitely coming in because this piece of information is going to come out, you know, into the light, basically. There's a love offer here. Now, obviously, this can be a love offer. It can be a person that you're going to start a relationship with. But also, the Knight of Cups also brings loving energy. So whatever this is, it's coming in with goodwill. I did say earlier that I felt it was maybe some sort of offer or information. Whatever it is, it's brought to you not with any malice or anything underhand. It's brought to you with loving energy, Aries. So it's something really positive for you. Oops, thank you, Spirit. King of Pentacles. It's going to lead to a good achievement for you. King of Pentacles, I always feel, is the most abundant king because, you know, obviously, Pentacles, we associate with prosperity, with finance, with abundance. And if you look at how regal he looks, but he is very grounded as a king. He's very secure in who he is. You know, he's been sitting there a while because he's even got the shrubbery growing over him. He has this most amazing looking chocolate cake. Oh, I could just eat that now. And he has a glass of red wine. But he's sitting on this wonderful throne, surrounded by, again, not pets because that looks like a bull, but it's animals that have a very calm aura about them. But he has this enormous house in the background. This is someone who's achieved, and they've achieved through steady progress, steady work. So if this is a romantic partner for you that you have dreamt about or had your eye on for a while, who's now become free and has come forth, I sound like I was from a different generation then. I don't know where that came from. But, you know, if they've come towards you with a love offer, it may be that this is someone you have had your eye on for a very long time and maybe just been friendly with, you know, in a nice steady way for maybe a work colleague or something that you've had your eye on. So if it's romantic for you, if that's what resonates for you, I do think your ancestors have engineered that meeting or this scenario. But, you know, it's very solid energy, very stable energy, because it's taken a while to come to fruition. You know how when people start, and I'm not saying this is all about relationships, because as I said, for some of you it could be a work situation or whatever resonates with you, but you know those relationships where people are friends for years and then suddenly realise they've got a romantic connection? Yeah, that's where your King of Pentacles comes in with your Knight of Cups. Well, this is interesting, and I didn't expect this. You've got this great achievement, but you may have people around you that wanted to be in your position. The Five of Swords is a card of conflict. What's interesting in this particular deck, we see you standing here holding the daggers in your hand and these people turning away. So it may be that there's going to be other people who are sad because they're not in your position. And Spirit is saying, yes, you know, have your moment, have your achievement, enjoy it because you've waited a long time for this, Aries, but also be a bit kind to the other people who maybe have lost out here, you know. Doesn't mean you've got to rescue them, and certainly if they're not being nice to you, because it is a card of conflict, then you don't have to put up with that behaviour. But equally, you know, there's no harm in being kind to people and civil to people. So, but it's looking good. I love this for you, Aries. It's very nice. Tell us about this mask. maybe this is where the conflict comes in, looking at it, because we had this card behind a mask, and, you know, if you've got people around you who are now coming to you and say, well, how did you get that? How did that happen? Did you hear about it early? That would actually make sense. But let's get some more information. Oh, wow. Yes, it's exactly that. Because not only do we have the Five of Wands, the Five of Cups. No, we don't have the Five of Cups. Five of Swords. But we also have the Five of Wands. Oh my gosh, you've got some people around you gossiping. I don't think this has happened yet, because I think you're at this stage of finding out some information, but it's leading you onto a beautiful path. And there's going to be some people who are conflicted about it, because I think there's a bit of jealousy going on. But also, there's a lot of gossipy people around with the Five of Wands here. Look at them all chatting. So it may be that you choose to keep the fact that you knew first to yourself, or it may be you share that information, but, you know, it doesn't matter either way, Spirit said, because it won't affect your path, Aries. But there will be people having a good old gossip about it, that's for sure. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. So they said, just make sure that you know, nurture yourself in this situation, that you know, look after your best interests, but also just be a bit kind to other people. The Queen of Cups is incredibly maternal, incredibly nurturing, incredibly caring. So, you know, embrace your Queen of Cups, basically, Aries. Right, let's go for some Moonology, because you know I love them. I should be on commission for Moonology, I swear, because I honestly use them every time. This is what Spirit were just saying. Be humble. Be humble. Go into your Queen of Cups energy when you're dealing with other people, because I think some people are going to be shocked by how this transpires. And it's about them processing it. That's all they're doing. But it will come across as them being quite negative. So, you know, just be humble and let them get on with it. But just, you know, approach it with kindness, Aries. I will say, Aries, while I get the next couple of cards, if you would like a personal reading to look at your situation around this, the links are down below and the information's down below. You access my readings via my Buy Me a Coffee page and clicking on the shop tab. For those of you watching on a big screen, there'll be a QR code down in the right hand corner of your screen. Right, let's get on. Know you are loved. You certainly are, because your ancestors have put you in a beautiful position. They have been guiding you along this path. You were in the right place at the right time for this information, Aries. If it hasn't come up already, it's just about to. There's almost like a mischievous feeling about it. It's lovely. Attend to the details. Yes, because I do think it's going to be something quite detailed that comes to light. You know, a detail that you hadn't thought would ever happen, you know. So whether it is a job opportunity or your person becoming free, it's something that you need to pay attention to, Aries. And speak your world into being. This is about you having taken your time in your King of Pentacles energy, so that you're clear about what you want, and you have been speaking your world into being. That is what's going to transpire, and that's why that offer is coming in with so much love for you, Aries. I'm going to leave that there. My goodness, that was a lovely reading. It just felt really nice. It felt like, you know, all your jigsaw pieces are coming together. And that is just such a lovely message to be able to give you. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give me a like and subscribe, because it just really helps. Really, it does. It just helps the videos to be seen more. So Aries, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll speak to you all again really soon. Bye for now.